Hi everybody, and welcome to video 3 in our Forget-Me-Not series. Now this is my design team project for LineDotArrow, and you can let me put it this way. This is also a challenge month, and what challenges are just videos by Natalie to show you things that you can make with the freebies. Now, the videos come out on Saturdays on her YouTube channel, which will be linked below. It'll be her Linktree link, and that you click on the Linktree and it goes to all of her links, the shop and the Facebook group and the YouTube channel, etc., etc. And on her YouTube channel every Saturday, like I said, she releases a video, and then on her Facebook group she also releases the freebies that you can use to make the project in the video. Then on top of that, there are 5 groups, Facebook groups, participating in a collaboration type drawing where each group has a drawing, and there's 3 prizes in each group, so that means there's a total of 15 prizes. You can win a total of 5 prizes. You can win once in each drawing, but not more than once in each drawing. So how do you get in the drawing? Well, you post your pictures of your projects that you've made using Forget-Me-Nots or the other blue journal for this, or blue kit for this month, which the name of which escapes me, but will be our next video series because I'm going to make one in each one. And if you post using just the freebies, that equals 1 entry into the drawing. If you post using the freebies and the kits, or just the kits, then you get 2 entries into the drawing. The drawing is usually held at the end of the month or within the first couple days of the first of the next month, first part of the next month. Okay? All right. So where we left off, we had started on page 7. We skipped ahead. We'd done our butterflies, and look how well that kept its shape. So we were on page 7, and we were doing our stamping. Let me move this for just a second over here. We were doing our stamping, and this is our little soft stamping pad versus a hard one. It's a mouse pad. And it goes to a band of some sort, but I don't remember what the deal was. So when we stamped this, we actually stamped it the way that, not the way that it fit on the page. So I turned it this way, and I trimmed a little bit off, and it didn't make any difference at all. We just trimmed off a little bit of the stem. Okay, so that's going to fit down here. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, that's going to fit down there. Then we're going to make 2 pockets out of this. I tried this in different ways, and it didn't really look right. So we're going to cut it in half, and I think we're going to cut it in half when we cut it in half. How about that? Just go ahead and cut that puppy in half. Okay, so now we've got 2 pockets. Keep flipping it around because there's a red line on that one. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this one here, and this one here like so. I think we're going to stack these so we can move it down a little bit. And then we can put 2 smaller tags in, a longer one here, because we'll stack it to where we can put the card all the way down, and then a smaller one here, and that still gives us room to add a small paper butterfly, and then maybe stamp a bigger butterfly here. So let's go ahead and ink these up so we don't forget all those butterflies. I've got a bunch of butterflies out that I think will match. In fact, I don't think these will match. Take those out. that I think will match, and I'm going to put the glossy accents on them. So let me stack them up. I'm going to do that before the next video. Come on. Come on. There we go. Really only need the sides on this one, but let's do the all 4 sides in case we accidentally put it on upside down. So I think I want to glue them together first to see how much room I've got on this top pocket to do something. We may just stamp a small butterfly on it and then stamp a bigger one on the bottom one, and make this all stamped, everything on this page stamped. I'm going to get my field notes. Hold on. Okay. So I think we could use this on the smaller one, maybe. Let me set that up there with the rest of our stamps. This has a lot of ones that have these little, you know, like numbers and, you know, all that good stuff. I don't know why it says condemned and destination. Those two kind of are beyond me. And I did take them all apart. They come all hooked together. I took them all apart, and that's why it takes so much more room. But the number on this is Field Notes CMS 396. If you're looking it up, if you've not got this kit or this set of stamps, it is expensive. It's like $21 for this set of stamps. They're the heavier rubber stamps, though. They're good stamps. You'll use them a lot because of what's on the actual stamp. So let's glue these two together. And we're just going to glue along the sides on this one. And let's see how much we want them to overlap. Let's go to this line here. Okay, so that means we only need glue from this line down. And we'll have them glued together. Okay. Make sure this side is the same as that side. Oh, for goodness sakes. Let me move it over just a little bit. Okay, so we've got this sort of. Looks like I've got it a little crooked. So we don't have a whole lot of room here. So let's take a look. Maybe we want to we could do a smaller butterfly. And then do this way and then put a number in it. That would work. Let's use this butterfly. It's pretty smooth. Means it doesn't have a lot of raised up definition to it. Okay. Goodness. So you want to make sure, I'm going to rub this one, you want to make sure to get ink everywhere on the butterfly. Okay, let's do it like this to give us a little more room. I didn't put it on the cushion. Yep. Well, I almost got lucky. If its antenna hadn't printed on there twice, I would have had it. Okay, let's use this one instead. This time we'll use the pad. So let's take this. I told you my stamping skills are not very good. Oh, that's the right width. So if we cut it in half, we can still stack it. Okay. In fact, this one looks a little smaller, even though I cut it on the line. So we'll put it on the bottom. Get them lined up. Okay. And I say this time we get that bottom one stamped before we glue it to the other one. That way if we make another mistake, we can always put one pocket on there. So this is our smaller one, so we're going to stamp it first. I'm trying to use more of my supplies. I have lots of stamps. I have lots of stencils. I do use my stencils quite a bit. Would be kind of neat if once we stamped this, no, we're just going to stamp it. My sweater's dragging everything around. We're going to stamp this one. These solid ones in the middle are notoriously hard to get everything to show up. Okay, let's try it again. This one's a little bit smaller than the other one. Now I hope this softer padding makes a difference. Usually it does. Gives a little push when I push down into it. Yes, see, that's a perfect stamp. Let's take this off. And where's the butterfly? Oh, here it is. I didn't say, where's the butterfly page I took it off of? Yes, I haven't cleaned it. But I'm setting all these stamps to the side. I'm going to go back through and flip them over and see which ones I need to clean. I'm just not going to take the time to do it right now. All right. Let's do we still do this? Yes, I think we can. So let's do this one. And this is, see how this one's raised way up? It's much easier to get a stamp. Okay. Let's get this stamped here. Nice. Will this number fit in there? No. We need this smaller one. There we go. And 3043. It's going to be his number 3043. There we go. Now, we glue this to here. We still will have enough room to do something across the top. I wonder if one of the words on here would make sense. Doesn't really look like it. Okay, let's do this. This is another one of those ones that's mostly smooth, except in the center. And make sure to ink these really well. So let's overlap it by that much. And that'll give us this much. See how much better using the softer pad. You may have something else softer, but I found that a mouse pad works really well. Okay. Enclosure number 300,000. There we go. Okay, let's put these back. I'm really bad about cleaning these, as you can see. And they stick really well to the harder, this is a harder, thicker plastic. It's got holes in it. You can put them in a notebook. Okay, so let's glue this together. Try this again. We don't want to make it too long because we're putting it right here. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Okay. Maybe this time I can get it straight. Those little spider web glue strings going across there. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get these glued on, and we'll have to make a card for here, but we'll do that later. I should have just laid this down instead of setting it down. I like the idea of the stamping and then the quote-unquote physical butterflies. I've done that before and scraped it across there. So silly. Okay, and then we'll get this glued on. We'll glue it on as a pocket. And let's put it about here on the page. Well, I like that. I like it a lot. Yay me. So I really am not that good of a stamper, but really using that as a stamp pad has really made the difference for me. I'd like to thank Joy Alderson from Junk Journal with Joy Facebook group. She's now got a YouTube channel, Junk Journal with Joy, and it's new, so head on over there and show her some love. But she's the one that said to put it on a cushion and it would make it work better, so that's what I did. So this one we're gonna make the image all the way up, and then we're gonna put this envelope in the center with Velcro so that you can take it off, and then you'll see the full image. Okay. So let's get the width on this. Oz has come in to visit us again. He's my little dog, in case you guys are new to the channel. If you are, welcome. That's too close. And occasionally he'll bark, but right now he's walking around under my feet. Now it's not quite wide enough. But we still have the piano and the flower and everything intact. And then we'll use this over here. Let's get it inked up. I forgot to ink the envelope. I wasn't going to because of the black lines, but it looks like my scan and cut left me a little bit of white line. This has 2 butterflies on it, which I will probably come back and paint with the triple thick so that they are shiny as well as all the other ones. I think the vintage photo ended up working well with this. I was going to go a shade darker with gathered twigs, which I could have done. It would have been all right. But I do like the vintage photo on this one. Okay, now we have to cut this into thirds. Now I want it to be like this, but I want to be able to see my marks. So I'm going to flip it over just like this and put it where I want it. Okay, and then the cut is actually here. Okay, because we're going to leave that little gap. Can't do that. Let's cut this one. Then we can make it a continuous picture. So this is going to go here. This is our top. And we'll cut our middle one by bringing this down and cutting it continuous with this one. We'll get our continuous picture. We'll cut this one here. That's going to be the middle. And then we'll have to trim a little off the bottom. Possibly. Yep. The total of these little gaps is the amount we'll have to take off, which is about 1/8 of an inch. Should be a little bit more than that, but okay. So now we can flip them over, and you can see our picture is continuous all the way down. So let's get these inked. I know, yay, more inking. Oh, it looks like I did I do the outside? No. It just already had a little bit to it. You could leave the bottom uninked to further the illusion, but I don't really like that, because then on this one you'd have to leave the top and the bottom on it. I don't know. I just don't mind it as long as it's not that much. You don't want to go heavy on the inking, I wouldn't think. And really, really, really break the illusion. But I think all 4 sides should be inked. Goes there. Okay. So you see why we can put the envelope here, because there's nothing really mainly on there. We could use the dots. That might work better. I don't know. Instead of Velcro, we could use the re-stickable dots, where you can put them on and then re-stick several times or more, you know, a lot of times. Let's stick this one on. And we're going to have to line them up from here. So make sure you get this one as straight as you can. Otherwise it's just going to get magnified on the way up as to how, you know, that it's crooked. It looks straight across the bottom and straight up the side, but crooked on the top. So I must have cut that a little bit crooked. Okay. If you haven't watched my videos before, you may be wondering what the heck is she doing with this gluing. I just glue around the edges. It's just a piece of paper. It's not going to go forever. This works with 65-pound paper and up. I know some of the thinner papers, it'll bubble up in the center, or you'll have an air pocket you can push on it. Then I also glue a little puddle in the corners so that I can slide them around. This is Fabri-Tac that I'm using. And I find that it works well. Yeah, see, that's gonna look crooked. Wonder if I should have lined it up. But it still lines up. Okay. Then we're going to put writing space on the backs of these. And we'll do it just like we did this. So this is not difficult. So now I'm lining up the blue lines. Here. So now we've got our continuous picture going up. We can put the lid back on this. My scanning cut. It's off by just a little bit, and on two sides it'll leave a little bit of a white margin. But if you ink this in a little bit, then it matches your stuff better than just a black line anyway. Okay, there's the little card. Whoopsie. The reason this is like this and pretty hard to write on, except for with maybe a white pen, is because I printed it. They were next to each other on the page, and I printed this like that so that there would be a pattern inside the envelope, you know, something nice in there. So since they're on the same page, they get the same background, which I could have gone lighter, but I really liked this for the inside of an envelope. So we'll get this inked. Can I just do that all the way around? No, I did not. I thought I was done, but I'm not. Now I'm done. Okay, we're going to fold this up so it won't show. We're going to fold these in so it won't show. So it's going to show here. Okay, mine's right there. And this one's going to fold in. This one's going to fold in. And this one's going to fold down. We can make a pocket out of it. Instead of an envelope. No, we have to make the envelope. You know what I think I'm going to do? This is going to be really hard to get the card out. Let's do this. That little notch will help you be able to slide the little card in and out. You see, could have trimmed that a little bit. That would have been good too. Yeah, we can't trim that or it'll open it up again. Looks like it's a little wider than the flap. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? See if that works. And then we'll put something on the envelope. Oh, we should have put this in the envelope. You see how you can just take this back off. Put our little card inside. And you see now how you can grab a hold of it. And then you can stick it back, and you can pretty much stick it anywhere you want. Try to stick it in the center. Let's see what we have for ephemera. Oops, sorry about that. Ephemera. Maybe we could put this on there. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. I like that idea. I like this little picture. Could do one of those weird, look, I have wings things. I don't particularly like it, but I don't think it's that type of journal. So let's put that on with this butterfly. Let me make sure. Got another size. I got one size smaller butterfly. This here, that there. Okay, let's check it against this one. Kind of like the bigger one. So I'll paint him and put him on. There's not a whole lot of small ephemera with this one, and she didn't put out a mini page. Usually she puts out a page with a mini version of all the stuff. I think she might have put out a mini page of the tags. So I think we'll have some small tags that we can put on the previous page that we did. And Then we won't have to figure out what kind of tags to put in there. I think we'll have some skinny ones. Should have put a piece of lace or something under there, couldn't I? I've got some scrap lace, which I know. It's like, who is this Terry? This is a different Terry than who we know. Oh, look at that. I think I like that. I'm going to put it where it's lined up with this. I know that's crazy. It's crazy talk. But, so be it. Remember, we can take the envelope off if we have a little extra, like we do here. When you slide it out like that, then you end up with that little bit extra. That may be too far over. That's all right. Let's get him inked so we don't forget. And then I'll glossy accent him off the, or triple thick him off the camera. Off camera. When he dries, I'll glue him on. You saw me do one already. You don't need to see me paint on another butterfly. Okay, so he's going to go here. I think that'll work. So I'm going to put him on top of the triple thick jar. We're going to go on. Oh no, we've only got 10 minutes. So we'll go ahead and stop there before we go on to these 2 pages, because I don't have 5 set aside, and off camera I'll figure out what I want to use here. I'll use one of the scraps probably. Might use a solid color because there's all of this here going on. So don't really want to use blue. We have so much blue on the page. Maybe I'll take and stamp this up the center. See if I can get it straight. And then cut it. Okay, so I'll try that. And I'm going to do that off camera. I mean, I could use a pattern and then I wouldn't have to if I do though, it's going to be something like this, and that's way too busy. Way too busy. So I think I'll do this light green And I'll do some kind of stamping or something on it to make it not just stand out as a big plain Easter egg color. Okay? All right. Well, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.